Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Michi Mix Up. I'm continuing with this lipstick kick, and today we're gonna demo swatch and play with Victoria Beckham's Posh lipsticks. I have 9 out of the 14 shades, and for your reference, I have light to medium skin tone, neutral undertones, and darker lip pigment. So I'll definitely be doing comparisons of all of these. If you're curious about them, definitely stick around to see. Also, I have 2 different eye looks because I just filmed another video demoing Natasha Denona's new Retro Glam palette. If you are interested, I will have a link below and probably a card above too. And I thought, instead of taking this off and putting on something a little bit more neutral, it'd be interesting to see how these lipsticks pair against a look that is cooler, more dramatic, versus a look that is warmer. And also, you know, on the more dramatic side, but I thought it'd be interesting and see how well these go with how versatile these are. When Victoria Beckham first launched this line of lipsticks, she stuck with the more neutral shades that range from light beigey to light pink, rosy pink, all the way to like a deeper brown, deeper mauve-y shade. And then a year, maybe a year and a half later, she released another set of shades to kind of fill out the gaps in between her first set of releases. And then since then, she's kind of released 1 or 2 shades here and there during the holiday. Last year, she released the shade Moody, a beautiful deep wine shade, which I have. I will show you that one too. So let's go ahead with the swatches. I'm gonna go in the order of when I purchased these lipsticks because I got 4 the first time, and then when she released another set of shades, I got another 4 shades. So I'm just going to do it in that order, but we will definitely talk about them as if you know, they were kind of just on like a palette and we're looking at beiges, pink, rose, deeper mauve, taupey shades, all the way to the bright pops of color. So let's go ahead with Spice. I believe Spice is the lightest or most neutral that I have of all. This is Spice. It's beautiful. I love the shade. It really does go with everything, but it doesn't wash me out. Then we have Girl, and Girl has a bit more pink to it than Spice, but still very neutral. So that pink is what you see here. I know through this kind of studio lighting it looks a bit similar, but you can definitely see more of the difference, kind of like look at it like this. Then we have Sway. It's a more medium pink, but it almost is berry leaning. Then Pose is the deepest of the first 4 shades I picked up from her. So of this group, Pose is the deepest. And now you've got some taupey, maybe some mauve to it, and some brown tone. And so going off the website description from Victoria Beckham, Spice is described as a mid-tone ginger. Girl is a light neutral pink. Sway is a mid-tone berry pink, so I called it kind of like a mid-tone or a medium pink leaning on berry, but I guess this is considered a berry shade. And Pose is a mid-tone mauve. Moving on to the next set here, we first have Twist. And Twist is a light neutral pink, but you can see next to Girl, it's quite a bit deeper actually. Then we have Spark. This is a mid-tone warm rose. Then we have Jump here, which is described as a mid-tone cool rose, but I do feel like it is a berry-like shade, deeper than Sway here. And then this pop of color is Fire, and Fire is a blazing red orange shade. It is the first true pop of color or pop of shade she released next to all of these more subdued tones. And then for my last shade here is Moody, a Luxe Velvety Crimson. This is a deep berry or a wine berry-like shade. I have a dupe of this. I'll show you that at the end. And this was released as a limited edition, but you can still get it on her website. So if you are interested, I'll have a link below. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. I think we're gonna end up with this as the last shade, but I'll definitely demo all of these and save that one for last. Starting with Spice. Girl. Sway. Pose. Jump. Is really in the territory of My Lips, but better, a bit more pink. And while I do think that these also can create the whole My Lips is better, these actually kind of cool my lips down a bit, and I feel like in that way they kind of stand out on their own, and it's not so much just my lips. But I think this one is closer to my pigment, and so you'll see between Jump and Spark also these two here, they're very similar. And you know, when I look back, maybe I don't really need both shades. I do love these lipsticks, but I feel like they are quite similar. So I wanted to point that out before we move on to the next swatch. Twist. Twist is pretty similar, yeah, to Jump. And you know, they both give the lips a bit more pink, a bit more like a medium tone instead of deeper. So, you know, both are pretty, but I definitely find that on me, they're very similar to each other. Jump. And of the second set of shades that she's launched, Jump is going to be my favorite compared to Twist and Spark. Then we have Fire, this red blazing orange shade. I'm gonna stop here because this is such a bright shade. I want to see if it goes with either of the eye looks. And in my opinion, it does not really go very well with either one of them. I mean, this one might be okay because there's like that pink, it's warmer, but with this cool tone look, definitely not my style. I do think what would pair really nicely with this lip is either a simplified, more neutral type of eye look, at least on me, or a smoky look, or a much warmer eyeshadow look, like red browns, for example, or copper tones. I think the red would be beautiful with it. Last but not least, Moody. And Moody is my favorite shade of Victoria Beckham's Posh lipsticks. It's a statement lip. It goes great with my skin tone. I do think it can go with either eye look. Even with this green themed eye look, it looks fine. I think just like the tone of it goes with cool or warmer. You can even do, because it's a statement lip, you can also do minimal eye makeup as well, and just let the lips take the lead here, be the center of focus. So I think it's absolutely beautiful. As for the comfort level and how these sit on the lips, they are very comfortable, very creamy, going through 9 different lipstick shades. My lips are pretty parched by now, but I do feel like they're being hydrated by Moody as well, so that's a bonus. They are lightweight, and some shades are more buildable than others. So naturally, these ones are always going to appear kind of light and sheerer, whereas you have Moody and Fire, you get that rich pigment along with the shade itself. Because these tend to have a lot of nourishing oils in them as part of the ingredients, it's not going to be, it's just going to be a little bit sheerer. If I had to compare this with other comfortable lipsticks I have in my collection, I would say they're closest to Merit Beauty's Signature Lips. If you saw my Merit Beauty video on these lipsticks, you would know that I did some kind of extensive comparison at the end. And while the shades are not really similar with what Merit has available, I would say in terms of comfort, they're very close to each other. If you do find Merit's lipsticks to be a bit drying on you, I do recommend putting a lip balm underneath. However, if that's still drying for you, I think these might work as well. I think these are just a touch more hydrating, a little bit sheerer, but a touch more hydrating. So those are all my Victoria Beckham lipsticks. I think it's such a gorgeous line of lipsticks. And I will say, while I don't need every single shade that I do currently have, because some of them are quite similar, especially as it appears on my lips, I do enjoy showing you guys the difference, comparisons, and just give you guys a good point of reference. Let me know below if you have any Victoria Beckham lipsticks, if you enjoy them, or this video was helpful in helping you guys decide whether you want to try them or not. Thank you guys for watching. Everything that I have mentioned or swatched, tried on today is going to be in the description, and I will see you guys very soon. If you have questions about these lipsticks or any other lipsticks, let me know. Bye.